to admit it's getting better, a little better all the time.
Welcome back to the Cumulus Community Pulse on this fine Sunday morning. I hope you're having a great day. I'm speaking with Will Romero right now. He is with the Arc of the Pikes Peak region. And what do you do for them, Will?
Steve, I am the executive director of the ARC chapter here in Colorado Springs.
Well, it's great to have you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me, give me the elevator speech about the ARC.
Well, the ARC, we ensure the rights and responsibilities and participation of children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities in society. We do that through advocacy at the legislative level, with the criminal justice system, and also in the education system. Well, we have a guardianship program where we provide guardianship services to 75 individuals who do not have families or a network of support who are able to help them in those areas. We provide education to our community, disability professionals, parents, key stakeholders, so forth. And we are well known for our social events that we put on, providing opportunities for individuals with disabilities to get out and enjoy our community.
I think most people probably know you also from the thrift stores that you guys have. If you're looking for some inexpensive, good clothes, ARC is the place, isn't it?
It sure is. And, you know, we are very well known for our ARC thrift stores, and that's one of the things that we are trying to improve is raising awareness in community about the chapter and the work that we do as a chapter. The ARC thrift stores are our main funding source, but the chapters are really the purpose behind the thrift stores. So we want to encourage individuals to continue to donate, continue to shop at our thrift stores, because it really does help us do our job and reach individuals out there.
Yeah. Well, let's talk for a second about the state of the disabled, the intellectually disabled in this country. A lot of It's better than it used to be, I assume, back 40, 50 years ago when we kind of put these people away and didn't talk about them. We're a lot more accepting of a society now, but still there are got to be some misunderstandings about these people. And how can you help inform people listening this morning about how they should interact, how they can interact with these wonderful people?
You know, we have made some great progress over the past probably past 25 years. We've seen more opportunities for individuals with disabilities to be part of the community, but there still is a lot of work that needs to be done and a lot of awareness that needs to be done around IDD, intellectual and developmental disabilities, the strengths of those individuals and their abilities to achieve. Unfortunately, through history, we did have some periods where individuals with disabilities were institutionalized. They were used as guinea pigs for science and trying to figure out ways to cure these individuals with some really inhumane practices. After World War II
I'm speaking with Will Romero, who's the executive director of the Pikes Peak the ARC of the Pikes Peak region. And it's an organization doing some great work with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities here in our community. Can you tell me what benefit these people? I mean, we're starting to see them more and more integrated into the society, right. But I have a feeling it's not just a charity case on behalf of society, that these people bring something to us. What do they bring?
Oh, really do. You know, again, I think, unfortunately, in the past histories with what were called poster childs at that time, we were pulling on the heartstrings of the American society and saying, feel sorry for us, we're not able. And really with the passing of ADA and giving the opportunities to live in our communities, to be part of the schools, we are seeing that individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities are really able to achieve. Yeah. If just given the opportunity, just like you and I would need that little extra support to get us where we are at, they need a little extra support as well. But there are a lot of skills and abilities that are overlooked. We have a tendency to look at the disability and not the individual. Yeah. So what we're trying to do through the ARC is raise the awareness of the abilities and focus less on the deficiencies of the individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, because they are very talented and can hold down regular jobs in our community. There's a thought through employers that if I employed a person with disabilities, the cost to make modifications are going to be very high, and it's really not true. Accommodations are really a very small part of having an individual with disabilities working with you, and we see that they're very dedicated employees if given that opportunity to work.
Is it appropriate for me? I tend to see a lot of people like that probably are your clients. What do we call them?
Yeah, clients, participants.
Your participants, maybe at the local library. Is it appropriate for me to go up and talk with them? Should I check with the caregiver that's with them there? I want to interact with these people, get to know them.
You know, I think that, and that's a great question, Stevie, because I think that's one of the big misconceptions around disabilities is that they are different human beings than us. And really, the same way that you would approach a stranger out on the streets, somebody to go make a friend, is the same approach that you would use with an individual with a disability. And you really, by reaching out, you really find that they are very willing to make friends and want to make friends and want to be part of our community, because loneliness is a very, very big issue for individuals with disability, because people don't take that time to get to know them. Again, we had that tendency to look at the disability and think they're different than us.
So tell me a little bit about the ARC. What are you guys doing? You said before we got on the air here, you guys are doing some remodeling of some buildings.
Yeah, we have in our future plans is to renovate our current office that's located at 12 North Meade. This past April, we purchased the building right next door to us with the vision of creating a community center for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and our community in general. Our goal is to renovate the two facilities and have a education type campus there, where we will focus on independent living skills for our individuals beyond just how do you go out there and find an apartment, but really looking at healthy diets, looking at really serving the whole person in that area, and then also improving or enhancing our education opportunities for key stakeholders, parents, families of individuals with disabilities.
How much is that costing you, and how are you raising the money?
You know, right now we're looking at a project anywhere from $1.5 million to $2 million. We will be really getting out in the community here in 2016 and holding a couple of key events that will, one, raise awareness of the work that we're doing in our community, state our case on why this facility is important, and hopefully by about a year from now, we're doing our key event where we'll do an ask from our community, and hopefully through community participation and belief in what we're doing, we'll be able to get that program completed in a timely manner.
And of course, between now and then, if you want to participate, the good folks at the Independent are including you guys in the Indie Give program this year.
Yeah, they sure are, and we're so thankful for the opportunity to participate in Indie Give. Last year was our first year as an agency in the program, and it was a great learning experience for us. But even more important, it was a great public awareness of the ARC and what we do again as a chapter, because as you well know, if you ask anybody about the ARC, they love our thrift stores. And just having that opportunity to be in Indie give our community this, the ability to see the other part of the organization and what we're doing, and we're looking forward to this year's.
Yeah, and of course, if you're impatient and don't want to wait till November when Indie Give launches, you guys have memberships to the ARC.
We sure do, Steve, and membership just varies based on whether you're looking at an individual membership, and that would be $20, $35 for a family membership. If you are an individual with an intellectual or developmental disability, it's $5, and $250 for a corporate membership, which we really encourage our corporate partners to be part of that membership for us. As a member, you're going to get some discounts to our ARC thrift stores. You'll also get news and updates on the issues and the work that's happening throughout the United States on disability issues. You'll also be able to participate in our events through membership costs, which are a little bit cheaper than they are for the general public. And you get an opportunity to get priority in services when you come into the program.
Good. So it's called the ARC, the Pikes Peak region. What's your website? Our website is
www.thearcppr.org.
There you go. The ARC, PPR, Pikes Peak region, ppr.org. Boy, well, it's been great having you in here. Thank you for coming in, and then thank you for what you're doing with our community. It's wonderful to talk to you.
Well, thank you, Steve, for letting me be here, and again, an opportunity to share the good work that's happening in our community through our programs.
Our privilege. Well, folks, have a great week. I will be back with another show and some more guests next week.
The Cumulus Community Pulse. Remember, information shared on today's show can be found on this station's website,